Oh, it's your second? Oh, that phone. Nigga, no one drinks Coors. Why you drinking Coors for?
It's not Coors.
It's Coors.
It's not Coors. While you record it, I would show you what it is, but it's not Coors.
Coors, bro. You got Coors.
Coors don't come in blue cans.
Coors Light.
Coors Light don't come in blue cans.
I know. I was just joking because were you watching Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
That nigga like Johnny was like, it just reminds me of like how in the 80s, like you wasn't a real man if you was drinking Coors Light beer. He was pissed.
Yo, I watched the whole shit yesterday.
Yo, me too.
I was a little let down because at the end I was waiting for it to end, but it didn't. It just led to the next joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they already renewed season 4. They already got.
I know, but I was waiting for the All Valley shit. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, come on. You know what happened. You know you gotta build up for it.
Yeah.
They gotta build up for it. Yeah, I
can't wait. Next season's gonna be the last season.
Nah, they said not necessarily because I was reading up on it. He says he had enough for 4 to 5 for season 5 and the season 6.
They're stretching it. They need to end it at 4. End strong.
Yeah, end it like they ended Karate Kid 3 with Terry Silver coming back and all this and everything like that. Yeah, and that's it.
They played me with Terry Silver though. I was sure the ponytail nigga was him. They played me, and then they almost played me with Kreese. They almost played me with Kreese. Like when the jock nigga walked into the diner.
Yeah.
For a few seconds they played me, and then I was like, nope, the other nigga's here.
Yep. And that's dope about it too. That's real dope. How they could take so many lanes and create so many backstories behind it on why this person's an asshole. Like that's doper than the writing.
Oh yeah.
And no references. But yeah, we gotta get started. What's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on the motherfucking Coke, trying to get off these motherfucking jokes.
And it's your man D Mobile across the global. Buckle.
Black Seth Rogen. It's your girl KI Double. No special jokes. Drinking some turmeric. Staying healthy.
Correct.
It's your girl KI Double looking like a hoodoo priestess.
Look, I had extra time, so I put on some lipstick since this will probably be the first time all year I can wear lipstick.
The minute you walked in here, I could smell sage burning.
I did burn sage.
She look like she about to get.
What? What?
No, tell your fortune. You want me to tell your fortune?
Come on.
Oh.
Y'all leave me alone. I'm about to burn something else.
Yo.
Let's get started.
God rest her soul, but Miss Cleo was a stick-up. She was a stick-up, son. She stuck the industry up, ran up the phone bill, nigga. She wasn't even Jamaican. I was like, yo, I was the most fakest Jamaican voice ever. Child, come to Miss Cleo. I was like, yo, niggas is serious? Niggas, yo, white people ate that up, son.
Like, did you know you from Cleveland?
Black people too. Yup. Black people ate that shit up too. I was like, yo, I know.
He was no worse than do you guys see the new one? His name is like Peter Popoff. He's selling like holy water. The commercials come on all the time. They come on a lot down here, but I've seen them back home too. And the ladies be like, I looked at my account and it was $18,000. Thanks to my holy water. Like, no, it wasn't. Nobody's gonna give you $18,000 when you buy this holy water. Like,
yo, the shit I never understood. The shit I never understood about those "I'm rich, you can be rich" too things. The thing I never understood is if you rich, why you selling me the secret? One, you don't need the money, and two, why you let me in on it if it's making you rich? Like, who falls for this shit?
Them shits used to kill me. Yeah, the people, the holy water. I'm like, I'm saying it's gonna be some black nigga, some poor black person deep in the South somewhere, or some one of these holes buying that shit, talking about, oh, I can win $18,000. My brother's been holding water on my knees. Oh shit, let me go get some.
Yo, like this is sort of off the subject. You remember the blue blockers, nigga?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Remember that nigga who was freestyling on the beach and he did the blue blocker shit? That nigga never got a dime.
Yup, never got a dime. He was rapping and singing for free. That nigga said, yeah, go get yourself some blue blockers. I was like, yo.
Remember what I said? Now I'm a hip hopper.
And he killed that shit too. Cause he had niggas all, cause niggas was all saying, got myself some blue blockers. I'm trying to tell you. Yo, he was killing it.
And that nigga never got a cent.
Yep.
They gave that nigga a handshake and some blue blockers.
What are blue blockers? I don't think I know what they are.
So that's the funny thing about generational, because you are less than 10 years younger than me, but you don't know the commercial. So the commercial was like 87, 88, 89, around there.
More than that, it was actually the 90s, but he just rapped with an 80s style.
No. It had to be at least 89.
Nope.
It had to be at least 89.
It was in high school.
Nah, bruh, nah.
Because the reason why I know it was in high school, because I remember Swan saying, yeah, I got myself some blue blockers.
Yeah, well, I just said it right now. It doesn't mean it's right now.
But there was a time, because this was around the time when What's Love got to do with it. We used to quote Devil in Blue Dress and all that shit like that. And that was another thing that we used to quote with it around that time. So that's why I remember that time when we was doing that. And it was like around
Keep moving your hands. Keep your hands at your side.
Nigga.
Keep your motherfucking hands at your side. You'll make me go get hey.
Tomorrow I got mine today. I knew you was gonna be ready, so I can't.
Oh, word? I don't got mine.
Oh, we ain't showing up?
I'm lacking. Mine's in the other room. I'm lacking right now.
I seen a meme that said, what is the point of being single if you're not for the streets? Comment that was made on the meme also said, it kind of defeats itself. So you're single, but you're taken. You should be for the streets. Thoughts?
What does the streets mean?
So I guess I could define as for the streets from what I see is you are single to mingle. You are a free spirit. You are for the streets. You are not claiming nobody. You deal with whoever you deal with, multiple of men or female. Or
you froze.
Oh, she froze.
And you froze in an unflattering. You're gonna be mad as fuck.
Yep, you're not, but it don't show up though. It don't show up in the thing. That's the thing. Only time it'll show up is if she was actually speaking.
Oh.
But if we had the three, you know what I'm saying, if we had the three screen thing, whatever, yeah, they would see that. But yeah, man. Speaking of for these streets, I mean, what you call it, down for whatever. You know these young niggas be calling themselves dots.
What?
Like the young street niggas be calling themselves dots.
Dots.
Thoughts.
THOT.
THOT.
Why?
In street terms, it's a nigga that's with whatever.
So what does it mean?
It means they with whatever. They what I'm saying, yo, they with the shits on some. We could take it. I'm saying we could take it to what I'm saying to whatever level you want to be. I'm saying whatever it is I'm saying you want it to be, then whatever. If it's on some gun shit, if it's on some this, I'm a thought. And that's the way they put it. Like they on some whatever shit. I'm like
out here. We out here.
I get it, but that's why.
We out here. We thoughts. I'm a man and I'm a thought.
Exactly. Cause and pop cause like I was listening, whatchamacallit, not listening, but the radio was playing, whatever, and there's a Pop Smoke the Pop Smoke song. Christian Dior. Whatever I'm saying, whatever.
I've never heard one single Pop Smoke song.
Well, it's heavy on the radio, whatever. So I'm listening to Power 105. So there's a line he says, I'm a thought, He said, I'm a thought and something. I was just like, hold on, did this nigga just call himself a thought? I was like, this nigga a male hoe or some shit? And I looked into it. I was like, yo, it means like it's a street term for a nigga who's with the shits and with whatever. I was like, yo, that is the wackiest, corniest flip on a fucking word ever.
Yeah, but here's the shit. Niggas run with it. Like, they'll take some slang that makes sense and then run with it. Like, someone told me that they think that, oh, she said something to the effect of, I'm not a relationship girl. I think I'm just a fuck girl. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you know, like a fuck boy. And I'm like, what? So apparently, fuck boy means someone who fucks. I guess. But
yeah, no, it's something.
Fuck boy. Originally, a fuck boy means like somebody that you don't pay attention to. That's just that's just some fuck boy. Like it basically means who gives a fuck about that guy. Is originally what fuck boy was supposed to mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it got little other meanings to it, but yeah, originally that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, that's what I'm saying.
So now a fuck boy is one who fucks. So who is it?
Yo, that's what's the thing. Cause I remember hearing the word fuck boy from David Banner in a freestyle a long.
Yeah.
It's like pussy ass nigga. Like I was like
David Banner cussed more than David Banner would cuss more than was necessary.
Yeah, he was like, fuck pussy ass, look at tits, nigga ass, pussy ass. I was like,
fuck tit, bitch, pussy bitch. Like, whoa, those don't even go together.
I know, right? That's unnecessary. You gotta be that vulgar. I was like, okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But okay, I'm a fuck girl. That's funny.
Yeah, so I guess fuck boy nowadays. Fuck boy means a person who's not interested in relationships. They just want to fuck. I guess that's what it means now. If enough people believe something, that becomes reality.
Yep. That's what it is. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. And I hate it. I hate the flip on words. But
I hate it too, man. Like, I've always hated the fact.
To answer her question. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You said you always hated the fact.
I've always hated the fact that they took the word freestyle and flipped it to mean a written rap. Freestyle means free form. Freestyle means I don't have, this is just coming off the top of the head. That's what freestyle is supposed to mean. But now it just means singing a rhyme on the spot.
Or what it means, like the way I took it, like I remember it was, I'm saying top of the head, freestyle, but then when I took it, it was basically say a free loose rap or whatever, and I'm saying to any beat or whatever.
Yeah, that's bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so because I used to hate cause I used to really argue with dudes like, yo, oh, you heard that freestyle? I was like, yo, no way he had that in his head. Yeah. I'm saying no way he came off the top of the head. I'm like, nah, he did. And then, but in their head, I'm saying, but in their head, when I say, I'm saying when a real head says, oh, he didn't come from the top with that, they're like, yeah, it wasn't. I'm saying it's not something that was on his that was on any of his albums or anything like that. Yeah, it was in his head. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, but like you saying, what about
niggas put out whole albums, call them mixtapes. Back in the day, a mixtape meant songs by different artists, which is the reason why it's called mixtape.
Mixtape, exactly. And
the only person who could put out a mixtape was a DJ because he had the songs that other artists didn't release yet. So he had them before they released, and he would put them together on a mixtape, and then you go buy it to hear them before they were released.
Yep. And then it became songs that weren't official. That's what the new mixtape became.
Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whether they weren't released yet or were never going to get released, they weren't a mixtape.
And I hate, that shit used to confuse the fuck out of me. But slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying, you forgot what that whole shit is. And that's crazy.
I was talking with Pete the other day. Rap music don't have scratches no more.
It don't. It don't. It don't.
You don't scratch it no more, B.
Nope. Unless it's a sample.
It's crazy, bro. Like the music don't have scratches no more. Yo, you gotta change the game.
No, there you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't plugged up.
So you were saying your so what was your question again?
Yes. So is a point of being single if you're not for the streets. So if you're single, you should be for the streets. And then Dumile said, what is for the streets? And I said, meaning that you don't claim anyone, you're out here with whoever you choose to be. There's streets everywhere, so you're everywhere for the streets. The lamest term.
Go ahead.
For me, if you're for the streets, if you're single, well, I mean, there's levels to it, basically. It all depends. Everybody has their own interpretation on what single is based on their options. That's what I would say. People will basically determine a level of single based on their options. So for instance, right, if say you talking to an individual, whatever, but you really don't want no ties, but at the same time, you really don't want that individual to really go that far. So it's like, I got exclusive rights to you, but at the same time, we ain't together, whatever, and I may talk to other people, you may, but not really. I'm talking about based on options. And then there's one who's basically like, yo, I got option A, I got option B, I got option C, I got option D, and I'm not exclusive to any of y'all. Y'all could sleep with whoever you want. Y'all could do this. I'm saying y'all could do whatever, but yo, it is what it is.
Sounds like you're making it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be.
Go ahead.
It's like this. If a woman is single, she's for the streets. I don't give a fuck. If a man is not single, he's still for the streets. Because these niggas don't give a fuck. These niggas don't give a fuck. Yo, it's women's fault. It's women's fault. Women have made it too easy for niggas nowadays.
Explain.
They've allowed.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
They've allowed fuckboy shit to be the norm.
Mm-hmm.
It, just like Chris Rock said, if pussy was on the NASDAQ, pussy would be low because it's being oversaturated. It's been given out too much, given out too easily. And niggas is playing games, and that's the norm now. It's y'all fault.
Yeah, but then that's also why you see so many women just taking control of their sexuality, since niggas is just going to be niggas, as you say, and with the definition that you just put in place for fuckboys, now there are women who are owning that. So since there are fuckboys, they are utilizing their assets to get what they want out of these men who are out here just doing whatever they want to women as well. But the question is, if a person is single, so even if a man is single, so if he's single, should he be for the streets, or should that person be for the streets, or are they kind of the purpose being single? Because there are some people who are single but are at peace with their singleness. That kind of what Kylie was saying, don't really care for the options, or in reality, these people may not have as many options as some people do have options. So it's kind of like people single. But people are single but not really looking for a man, or even looking to date, or looking for a woman, and looking for, there's men out here who are single who are like, nah, I don't want a woman. I'm not trying to settle down. And then there's men out here who are single, who are like, I'm for the streets and I'm trying to fuck everybody. And then there's men out here who are single, but like Kylie said, are kind of low key committed to this person, and that person can't fuck anyone else. But if they wanted to, they may able to be fucking someone else.
The game is fucked up. Take it from someone who's out
fucked up. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. The game is fucked up. If a single man is out there looking for the real deal, because of the fuckboy shit that goes on, he is looked at awkwardly. He's misjudged and misunderstood, which leads to him doing fuckboy shit, which then in turn leads to women not trusting men, which keeps the cycle going. The game is fucked up.
Circle this motherfucker around.
Fucked up.
What?
If a person is out there with honest intentions, because that is rare or it's been used so many times, that person is looked at awkwardly, male or female. That person is.
But that's only. I can agree, but I think that's only for a short period of time, and that's in the dating era that we're in our generation. So what you're experiencing, Kylie's married, what I could be experiencing. That's just what we would have, like, where we looked at kind of weird. Like, okay, if you're really a gentleman, Demario, and you approach the lady on some gentleman type shit, hey, you look nice, let me buy you a drink. She's probably looking at you like, what, you want to fuck me? And you're like, damn, I'm just really trying to buy you a drink to get to know you. I understand the damage thing that's out there that can kind of fuck up society, but still you can be single and just be in your singleness and not be looking for any of that.
See, and that's another thing. That's another thing, what you just said too, where a guy could be single, whatever, he approach a woman and a woman be like on some, oh, what you just trying to do, fuck me? Basically, niggas, I'm saying, a nigga would say, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but at the same time, we would be looked at as pieces of shit and everything like that. But then on the flip side, you turn that around, say he doesn't say that. I'm saying on the flip side, I'm saying on the flip motherfucking side, you know what I'm saying? He says that shit. I'm saying he says something else like, nah, you know, I just want to get to know you, blah blah blah, this and that, whatever. They get into it, they fuck, whatever, do whatever, and then he ends up like, nah, I'm saying this isn't what I want. Now he's looked at as a waste of time. But and then at the same time, you guys turn around and say, oh, these niggas ain't being honest. These niggas is doing this. These niggas wasting my time. But if he was honest from jump, regardless, would it have went down like that? When she took it for, oh, that's all you want to do? Okay, cool, whatever.
Yes, because you just never know. I just feel like there is a season, so you just don't know what your approach shall be. Like, there are some people that are damaged that's gonna look at you like, oh, you just want to fuck. And there's other people that be like, yeah, I am just trying to fuck you. You don't know what that person's up to that night. They might be like, this is perfect. I was trying to find me someone to just fuck too, and you just fuck. Or your approach, you kind of have to know how to read the room. So, like you said, if the drink worked, if you guys went out after, and then, you know, you end up hooking up, and after you was like, yeah, this isn't really what I want. You have to know how to deliver that message to that person. And if that person takes it some type of way, they have to be accountable. Like, you still slept with this man the first night you met him, so you can't be mad at just him. You still, as a woman, have to be accountable for what you did too. So you just hope that you pick someone that can be accountable.
Yeah, because like my thing was like,
if you're looking for that type of person.
Cause like I see it, right. It's like you see the back and forth on Facebook or whatever and everything like that. And I'm looking at like, okay, so if the dude, you know, the woman talks about, oh, you're just wasting my time, this and that. I'm like, all right, so if a dude tells you that he's not really looking into a relationship, whatever, just like that, and just wants to do something for the time being, you know what I'm saying? I guess it all depends on how you word it as far as what the honesty goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. There are men who will tell you, I'm not really looking for nothing. I'm really just trying to just be comfortable for the time being, like you're saying. And then women will put in their mind, I can change him. He's gonna be here. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna clean. He told you what he wanted from the beginning, boo. You should have been acceptance of what it was. Just because you continue to do that, and then there are women who blame men. I feel like women have to be more accountable for the shit that they do. You can't change these men, and you have to listen twice.
And it also goes down to, and like I say, it all comes back down to options. That's what it comes down to, options. But at the same time, it's like, as far as the levels of singles, there's also the single level of I don't want to fuck with nobody. I just want to be by myself and have peace. I don't want to have sex. I don't want to entertain nothing. I don't want to be entertained. I just want to be by myself.
Who says that?
Some people do.
That's a season of singleness, but that goes back to my point, Kylie. Like, there are women or men who are in that season of where they're not really wanting to be bothered. They've already dealt with too much, but they might meet a man at the bar that just wants to fuck, and they just want to fuck, and it works that way for both of them. That's what I'm saying. Be honest. You don't know where that person's at in their season of singleness. They might be looking for love, hoping for a marriage, hoping for, okay, this is going to be everything, or they could just be looking for some dick or some pussy and just want to get it in, and you might something blooms from there. There's a lot of people who met and they thought they were just going to be a one-night stand, ended up getting married. It just happens that way.
Hey, that must have been some good sex.
Before social media was popping, finding your love online was like frowned upon. So I remember working with people in corporate America who would be like, well, we met online, but they didn't really want to say that because I guess, meeting your husband or your wife online was kind of frowned upon. But that's kind of the deal with in my aspect of one night stands. If you look at it, like, people be like, oh, well, we just was supposed to fuck one night and we just kept it together. Our energies was good.
But even looking up online, I'm saying even meeting somebody online, I feel that's the new norm, and also it cuts out the middleman. It cuts out all the like speaking to someone online would probably be easier for someone to just say what they say, like how they got, like, the websites, the Plenty of Fishes, the other ones, Black Meat, fucking whatever the ones, Tinder,
the singles, there's cowgirls, there's a lot of
yeah, all that, and I can see how that's just basically like it would cut that awkwardness out of, all right, we both want to do this, but we don't want to look like hoes, or I don't want to look desperate or some shit like that. And this basically cuts out the middleman to the point of like, yo, okay, so you're on this type of website, you're looking for this, so we could be honest here, and this is what it is.
Yo, just occasionally things that we talk about will make me think of a Doom lyric. And usually I keep it to myself, but we're in the season of celebrating Doom, I'm going to say it. Doom summed up the dating game. Doom summed it up when he said, nowadays, the game is all bugged out. Phony like back when Hammer tried to come thugged out. And that is true. The game is all fucked up. Like, we got women chasing men. We got men chasing
men.
Whoa.
It's always been there. That's always been a thing.
We got men chasing clout. Instead of looking for a woman, they're looking for, like, what niggas will sweat. You know what I mean? Like, it's all fucked up. And I think we were talking about honesty a few minutes ago. Nobody wants honesty. They pretend like they want honesty. You give them honesty and they look at you like this. Like, nobody wants honesty. And it sucks because there's certain people out there who don't want to do the fake shit. They want to cut through the bullshit and see what's on their mind. But the game forces you to play the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's probably the realest shit all year. I know we just started 2021, but we need to put that, the game forces you to play the game. I need that on a t-shirt.
Yo, take it from someone like me who's been playing the game for a while now. I don't know how to play, and I've been playing it for a while. And I don't want to play. I just want to say, hey, look, do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? Like, I don't want to play.
I know, but I you on some pieces of it, but I do agree. People say they want honesty and they can't really accept it. But I think, like you said, there's the other side, the people that are done with bullshitting. So once you've asked for the honesty for so long and you've been bullshitted for so long, like you can only respect the honesty. So it doesn't, you know, you don't look at it like how when you had the honesty when you were younger, like in your 20s and you got honesty, you probably was like, ooh, what do you mean? Like, I'm not good at singing. I'm not the best dancer. You don't think I'm the best rapper? Like, you don't think this feels like you can take it as far as like now, like you said, you've played the game. When you get honesty, you'll respect that person way more for having that honesty with you than from bullshitting you. And then you may go back to the person that was honest, even if they was like, yo, this ain't working. Years later, y'all might find each other and it actually works. But at least she was honest with you in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And let you know. And you can respect it even when it does hurt. So I think, like you said, there are the other people who's like you said, let's stop with the bullshit. Do you like me? Do you like me? Like you get to that point.
That's the brilliance, and that's the brilliance of that's why I think it's brilliant for online dating and the websites and everything like that, because you can create a profile on what you're looking for. So it cuts out all the bullshit. It's like, yo, not looking for a relationship.
You also get catfished and you get played. People can create whoever they want to be.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess, but I'm saying, like,
you know, so like people talk about like catfish and stuff like that. You have to be aware of where you meet that person. Like if you meet that person online, you have to understand where their mind is for them to be looking online. Mm-hmm. If you meet that person in the supermarket, if you meet that person at church, if you meet that person at Doom said it again. He did.
Oh, 2021.
Listen, Doom said whether a bougie broad, a nerd hoe, or a street chick, don't call a wifey if you met her at the Freaknik. So it's like where you meet with, what?
That's not true. I'm disagreeing. And the only reason I'm going to disagree is that my friend and her husband, they met at the club, and we were both like, all of us were kind of drugged there for two people's different birthdays, and they were the two sitting on the couch, like didn't want to be there, and they met. So, and they're married, they had a baby, they're happy together. So you can't say.
Hold on, no. This man was specific.
He got 1 out of a billion.
He said Freaknik though, but he said Freaknik.
No. But she's right. The point was, you know what I'm saying? But
sometimes you find your wife in the club. She could be in the club.
Hey, you got 1 out of a million. That don't disprove the theory.
The rest of my friends' house, what?
Shit.
No, but the funny thing is, how weird would it be you finding somebody that you used to see in the club? It's like, damn, I remember when she used to be on this nigga like that, this and that, or whatever. Now it's just like, y'all niggas together. I do see that. I'm like, word? I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I do see that though, but yeah. That's just
everybody got a pass.
Of course, everybody got a pass, but even with that, like where you meet somebody, it may have to make you dig down deep to be like, yo, can I handle this? I'm meeting this person here. Okay, so whatever, we're getting kind of serious. Can I handle this situation? Whatever. Because certain places where you meet people, it kind of tells them what kind of time they're on or what they're into at that time or whatever. But yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This might be our little relationship segment, and you're married. I have a friend who recently is divorced, and one of the questions that came up was, you know, what were some things that made you notice that you wanted to get a divorce? And his response was like, when he met her, he was high as hell. Like he was in a club, he met her, he was high as hell. Then as they grew in their relationship, she was like, oh, you always smoke. But it's like, when I met you and you gave me a number, like when we dated, like you knew I was a person who smoked. And then he's like, you know, as through a marriage, you know, I even smoked outside the house because she didn't like it. So I was being respectful. I would try to, you know, make sure she was still comfortable, but it was just things that who I was when we met each other, she didn't really respect anymore. So as a married man, you know, how do you handle that, or what is that? How does that work in the singleness, or you know, because you're talking about you have to be careful where you meet people, but if you accept them as they were when you met them, why does it change, or how does it change? I don't know.
Well, with certain things, even with that, I don't even think that's even just necessarily like a marriage thing. I think it was just something like, as time, like if we met on, I'm saying if we met when we were kids and we were doing kid things, and then 20 years later you still on that same kid shit. Of course, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't want to be with you no more because you ain't trying to grow, you ain't trying to evolve or even better yourself. But I asked that situation: was he smoking frequently? Is he smoking more? Or whatever. Is it an everyday thing to the point where he has to smoke 4 or 5 times a day type shit? You know what I'm saying? It all depends. That motherfucker maybe had some type of stress and started smoking more, picked up a bigger habit. Now she's like, yo, I can't stand it. And you know, so I mean, there's so many different things to it to make a motherfucker feel that way.
And it's also that the problem with marriage, in my opinion, is when you get married, you're saying before God and everybody that I promise to love this person for the rest of my life, which seems kind of a lofty goal because people change. So if me and you are in a relationship and I start going this way and you're not going this way too, and then we get a divorce, it's like, damn, what happened? Well, I changed and you didn't change the way I wanted you to change. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's homeboy's fault, but I think that's the problem with marriage.
No, it's not even the person's fault, but it's more of a when. All right, so the reason, right? It's definitely lofty, you know, and everything, saying that I promise to love you no matter what we go through, whatever. This is forever. But you're right, people change.
You got to look at it. Back in the day, until death do us part, niggas was getting married at like maybe 20. And they was only living to maybe 30. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. No, that's also a bunch of different phases, but I do agree. Like that's probably my stance on getting married young, because you change. Like I think we've all changed as who we were, at who we've been. As like our 20-year-old self to what age we are now. We're all different individuals, and we've changed along the way. You would want your partner to change with you or support your change, and that's how I guess you ride the wave together, and that's how this work. But in a lot of cases, people don't know who they are. You get married young. I don't know if they were married young or not. I could have asked more questions, but it was like, but you know, in some cases you get married young, and I used to see girls aspire to be like, even me, I used to be like, oh, I want to be married by 25. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't know who I was as a woman at 25 versus me as a woman at 30. Like I knew there was a complete difference, so I wouldn't even want to be, whoever I would have married wouldn't have married the right person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But that's another thing, because a lot of times when people get married, they don't know who they are, and the whole thing is, it's basically you make a commitment with that person, basically saying, all right, from this point on, we're gonna grow with each other. And the whole thing is, if you guys are growing apart, it's up to you guys to have that conversation to see why you're growing apart and try to rectify that. Sometimes you guys grow. I'm saying sometimes relationships grow so far apart that when it's time to talk, there's so many things that happen that your next step is, let me see if this is even salvageable, you know, or if it's even worth saving, you know what I'm saying? So some people even get to that point where it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I got a divorce, whatever, and you know, this is not even worth it. You know, it's time to move on. You know, but yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing. It's a hard, especially when people already have certain foundations that they already have. Yo, shut up. Hold on.
Fucking rat.
Yeah, they already have.
Get him, killer. Chico, no. Hey. Chico,
no. That's my alarm.
Run, Chico.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, Sue. Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? But it could be hard sometimes because we all grow up different. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way Black people. I come from I got an African background. A lot of people know Africans are very very disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like very strict, whatever. So certain things that I grew up with, you know, my parents call me whatever. I can't say what, you know, whatever. I got yes, dad. You know what I'm saying? Yes, mom, whatever. You know, certain things we couldn't say. Like me saying hell or what the heck in my house, that wasn't flying. And then now you have someone who's raised different come to my house saying that, you're like, yo, I gotta give a speech, like, yo, don't be swearing in front of my mom, saying this and that.
Yeah.
Different. But yeah, but it's just like, but even with that, that's a lot of compare and contrast that you gotta go through. You know, people, you know, with people growing and shit too. So that's a definite hard thing. It's what I'm saying, like with marriage and everything too. And then when you throw kids into the situation, oh my gosh, I wasn't raised like this, but I was raised like this, and that's
you gotta kind of balance. But that's what I'm saying. Like you would hope your partner, the person that you have chosen to, you know, create this empire with, raise your family with, you guys are flexible. You can go. You can have agree to disagree and have those. Nah, I like to be raised this way. Nope, I'm raised this way. Well, let's meet in the middle because this is what we're gonna do. You know, type of conversation. Don't grow you apart. And like Demario says, when you curve, they curving with you. They ain't going the other way or staying straight on their lane. And that's like that stubbornness that gets you fucked up where your branches break now. You don't, shit then fucking fell apart.
It's like with that, you just basically gotta have an open mind. You gotta go into marriage with an open mind and be very I won't say open mind and kind of like unguarded. To saying have your guard down, basically be vulnerable is what I'm saying. Open mind and vulnerable.
You have to be vulnerable. That's the only way that you would even ever going to be able to, and transparent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Speaking of Doom, speaking of Doom, D, I know that's your man, so you know what I'm saying, I think it's only right that you know what I'm saying, speak on that.
R.I.P. Daniel Dumile. He started off in the 80s as Zev Love X. He was in a group called KMD. He had one of the best verses on the Gas Face song. You remember Gas Face?
Mm-hmm.
Third Base?
Mm-hmm.
And then Sub Rock, his little brother, died. KMD disbanded. Sub Rock was in KMD. And then a few years later, he came back with a motherfucking metal mask on his face. Started calling himself Metal Face Doom. And I first heard him on a song called Put Your Quarter Up. And it blew me away. This is back when Napster was popping. I started downloading everything from Napster. And then I went out and bought everything after I downloaded it. Doom is that nigga. He says every day, literally every day in life, someone will say something and it will it will remind me of a Doom lyric every single day.
I remember that time because you was at my house one time. I think I was making steak or something like that or something. I was seasoning something and I used Old Bay. Mm-hmm. And I remember he was like, yo, that's funny. Because now that I see Old Bay, it reminds me of a Doom lyric.
Yep. And I had never heard of Old Bay before. He said, Ibs his crabs in the barrel past the Old Bay. That's what he said. Yo, listen, the things this brother says lyrically is amazing. In one of his rhymes, he's talking about females and how some of them are good for him and some of them are not. He said, you could ask my old earth, she knows me closest, how I get bent and play this back like scoliosis. What is better than that? What is better than that?
No.
He said, as I reminisce, I never forgot when I was very broke. We shot the Henny straight. We couldn't afford to cop the cherry Coke. I mean, MF Doom, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
No, I didn't even know. I didn't know he was from. He was born in Britain.
Yeah, he was. He remember in the 80s there was like this whole British black rapper thing, like Slick Rick or like Dana Dane and
yeah.
he was one of those guys. What?
Slick Rick is British?
Yeah, but he had like a sort of, I don't know.
Yeah,
He was like sort of like a British English kind of.
Ain't
What?
21 Savage British?
Yeah, 21 Savage is from like France or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. No, he's from the UK too. I think so. Something like the UK. Yeah, Slick Rick from the UK.
He's
why
the
was
of the year.
Huh?
Did you know he's the theme of the year?
He's a what?
The theme. 21, 21, 21.
Oh.
Okay. I guess.
I'll slap my damn self.
No. I don't look savage like that, but
You guys look like the two old uncles, like, huh? Oh!
Fuck all that shit. Delete all that shit. Delete all that shit.
21.
I thought we got you, young correspondents.
Y'all both, somebody was like, huh? Oh!
Yo, the funny thing is, you said, 2021, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. How is he the theme? Like, what happened? I'm like, okay. But yeah, man. Slick Rick from the UK. That's how he got into it. That's how come he got the he was in jail for so long, because he caught a felony, and if you're not a citizen, whatever, and everything like that, if you do anything over 5 years, you automatically get deported because he wasn't a citizen. But what happened was he was on a cruise ship and he was performing, and it went into international waters. When he came back, he got detained and all that.
Yo, I feel like to mention MF Doom and 21 Savage is fucking disrespectful.
I don't think she knows though. She don't know. Nothing
against 21 Savage, but MF Doom is one of the greatest to ever do it, and 21 Savage isn't.
So I wasn't saying it in the sense of that. You just said he was from Britain. That was it. My fault.
I don't know that young nigga shit. To quote Sean Price, I don't Wale in them new niggas. I don't Wale.
R.I.P. Sean. I know Wale was heated. When they heard that.
Yo, my man said, I don't Wale in them new niggas. And I was like, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I do Wale in them new niggas. Not the new.
Even when Wale was the new nigga, I was like, nah, I'm good.
I liked it.
You know Wale?
Nike boots was crazy. Nike boots was crazy, and the looking at
Wale in the new niggas.
Nah, Nike boots was crazy for me.
Look, the way I feel about it is the best music has already been recorded. So if you want me to listen, it would have to be something big. Like everybody's like, yo, you gotta check this. And then maybe I might. Or if you're somebody that looks interested and I'm interested in checking it out, yeah, of course. But other than that, you have to be shaking up the world.
Or gotta be new nigga.
What, say that? What, Kishana?
Sorry, I think my internet's fucking up again. But I said you're very hard with music. You've always been very difficult when it comes to music.
Because I think that there's three types of people when it comes to music. There's people who like music, right? Who will not pay too much attention to it. When back in the days when we used to buy CDs, we'll buy a CD just because it's the new CD out, right? They don't really pay too much attention to it. Then there's the people who love music, who will listen to any and everything that comes out. God bless those people. And then there's the people who really love music, who don't want to hear any music unless they love it. That's me. I don't want to hear it unless it's absolutely amazing to me. So it takes me some time to soften up to new shit. But I do.
Why don't you give new shit a chance? You can absolutely love it the same way you absolutely love some of the old shit. There's a very selective few artists in your realm of world that you would really fuck with? Some new one.
I listened to Cobra put me on to the 38 Special thing, and I listened to 38 Special. He came out with that mix. I think it was called 1995 or something like that. It was called
95.
I listened to it. I thought it was great, but I thought it was only great because of the beats.
Yeah.
If he would have did those on any other beats, it would have been all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 38 Special is down with Griselda, and Griselda is my shit. And Griselda's new, so
Yeah, but they knew old niggas. They knew old niggas. They're like around our age. So
no, they're not. They're around her age, maybe.
well, I think the oldest one is like 38.
Nah, bro, they're younger. They're like early 30s.
Nah, they're like mid 30s.
I don't know.
I know Benny's like
Because I heard Butcher say something about 19. He said 1999 he was 13, something like that. He said.
hold on, let me see. I know they're all in the 30s. I think Conway's the oldest, and Conway's like 38 or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they are new old niggas, but they've been. I mean, I listen. So people ask me, what do I listen to? I listen to Griselda. I listen to Run the Jewels. I listen to Czarface. I don't know if y'all heard of Czarface. I listen to Doom. I listen to Action Bronson, Rock Marciano. Like as far as hip hop, that's who I'm listening to. So like in the hip hop realm, people think that you either listen to Jay-Z or Talib Kweli. Like there's nothing else. Like if I say I don't like the Locks, people are like, oh, what do you listen to? Mos Def? Yo, I haven't bought a Mos Def album since like 2000. Like, but like people, and those are the people like people who claim they're into the music. Like, yo, if you don't know that there's a bunch of stuff in between those two things, I can't talk to you about music.
Yeah. I can't talk to you. Oh, just to let you know, Benny the Butcher's 38. I mean, Benny Butcher's 36, Conway's 38.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. But what do you say, Kishana?
No, I want to send him an artist and see if he likes him.
Oh.
You know who I'm surprised that I'm not really feeling?
Who?
That Toby Nagunga dude.
You don't like to. I was gonna send you something.
Yo, so here's the thing. I like it. I don't love it. Like everyone swears it's the illest shit. I'm like, it's okay.
Nah, see, I know you. See, because I know you're looking at him like he's more of a one of the niggas who like earthy shit and walk bare feet all the time, and you know what I'm saying, doesn't use deodorant, use the crystals and all that shit, burn sage, that type of rap.
Hey, I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I like it. I don't love it.
I like him.
Yeah, I like it. Like some of the messages in it, like I feel like it's kind of played out already. Like I feel like some of the messages kind of play, but I think he's a decent lyricist. I think he has an original style. I think that his whole intelligent rap, I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Like I saw the performance that they did at one of these award shows, the one with the chick who's supposed to be his wife, I guess. Mm-hmm. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
You know but I'm just not in love with it the way other people are. I don't know.
I mean, he's a throwback. He's a throwback to that era and to that category of hip hop.
I know he's fucking with Big Crit. I like Crit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like it.
What about Childish Gambino? I know you like Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I like Gambino. I liked him more when he was just rapping though.
Nah, I like me on his Prince shit too.
That shit is good too. Like that. I think what's the name of the song?
Well, there's a couple of
them. The big one. I like that joint.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
I can't think of the name of it. I like that song.
It's
And I like Stay Woke too. I like that
Yep.
song.
Stay Woke.
I think it's called Me and Your Mama.
Yeah, Me and Your Mama. Yeah.
I like that song. I like Stay Woke. You know what I mean? I like his 2005 song. 3005. I like that.
It's just crazy too.
I like it. Damn.
And speaking of hip hop, we lost a breakdance legend.
Can we say
Adolfo.
breakdance though? Did he ever break?
See, now we can get into that. I'm saying, hold on. We can get into that. But R.I.P. to Adolfo, Shabadoo, Ozone, Quinones, Ozone from Breaking, dance legend, Breaking classic movies, Breaking 1, Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. He was also in the Shaka Khan video. Was it Ain't Nobody? Ain't Nobody.
I thought it was Feel For You.
Feel for you. No, I think he was in Ain't Nobody too. I think because that was one of the soundtracks for Breaking. But yeah, he was in those videos. But yeah, man, big time legend. Especially if you're an '80s baby, you would definitely know about Breaking 1, classic scenes, dance group TKO when they put on the white girl, taught the white girl how to break dance. Shout out to Kelly.
That's Kelly.
Yo, Kelly used to go so hard with those shits.
Yeah. Especially when they was battling electro rock. People know about those electro rock and all that. But yeah, also it was where Ice-T made his film debut, where he was basically the host of club, whatever, and he literally freestyled the whole shit.
He literally freestyled off the top of his dome whole shit.
Off of the top. They basically gave him no script, and he was basically on the mic for, I'm pretty sure, for hours throughout the whole shit, just freestyling about what's going on.
That's real. Nigga showed me his guns.
Yeah, which is pure hip hop. Pure fucking.
Who did that?
Ice-T.
Back in the day, Ice-T was a rapper.
Real rapper. Yeah.
I understand. I'm not that young.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if motherfuckers who's 40 years old didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's the
Detective Stamets or whatever his name is.
Yeah, on whatchamacallit, Law and Order. But yeah, whatchamacallit. But okay, so as far as for Ozone breakdancing, there is a difference between West Coast breakdancing and East Coast breakdancing.
I never seen Shabadoo breakdance, not once.
That his type of breakdancing, he had like contemporary breakdancing.
He was like a dancer, like he went to like Juilliard or some shit.
But he did do the popping. He did do some popping.
He didn't do the popping. He did the
the rerun.
The rerun. He did the rerun shit.
But that's the popping. That's the popping and locking shit. That's what I'm saying. That's what that is. That's popping and locking.
That's not popping and locking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because
I remember one time that motherfucker was on Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my gosh.
You remember the Super Mario Brothers cartoon?
Yeah.
Do you remember it used to have the live version of it?
Yes, with Lou
Albano, yeah. And they had that. He was on that one day showing them niggas how to pop and lock.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he was. And plus, even he was on an episode of What's Happening Now.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because he used to be in a dance group out there in LA, and Rerun was supposed to join the group, but he was basically being the sideshow because he was fat and he did the popping and locking shit, and he was the sideshow. So they were supposed to make like they're supposed to go on live television and make fun of him. And Raj ended up Raj ended up taking Rerun's place and doing a stupid dance and like messed up the whole thing.
Yo, check this. I'm about to embarrass myself, but fuck it. When I was in first grade, 1986, I'm in first grade. On the way to school, there was this stage in the park. I go up there on the way to school and I see a stage. I'm a little ham. I like dancing. I go up there, I start doing my yo, why a group of kids gather around and start yo, so now I got an audience. Yo, I'm doing all my moves. My uncle used to teach me Michael Jackson routines. So I'm up there doing Michael Jackson. I'm doing a rerun. I'm doing I'm doing everything I know, right? Yo, people are clapping and shit. I'm like, word. I'm in school. I'm walking from class to my class, and this girl stops me in the hall. She's like, "Hey, you gonna be out there after school doing your dancing?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, baby."
No, baby.
Yo, I was popping for like a week. I was that nigga for like a week.
Speaking of watching the audiences, in Breaking One, there's in the beginning, there's an episode where there's a dude who's like handicapped, whatever. He's doing a breakdance routine, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. I had to go back to the movie because I seen it somewhere, and I was like, I gotta go back to the movie to see it.
And he got on the same thing that he was wearing in motherfucking Kickboxer.
Same shit. Nigga had the black tank top.
The black tank top with the hammer pants.
Yep, the hammer pants, and he was clapping off beat like a motherfucker. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, you could tell he was an extra, like, yo, just to be there.
Yo, did you know that Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be the Predator?
Yeah.
And you know he quit the movie when he found out that they wouldn't show his face?
Yeah.
Because he told him, yo, I'm a star. I'm going to be a star. You're going to show my face. I'm like, nah, we're not showing your face. He's like, I'm out.
Well, yeah.
Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, shout out to Van Damme. And also, now, which is better, Breaking or Beat Street?
That's unfair.
No, it's not.
As a 7-year-old kid, I'm going to say that Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo was the best movie of all time. Because I was 7 years old when that movie came out, and I thought it was amazing. As far as the impact on the culture, nothing is bigger than motherfucking, damn, I can't remember the name of it now.
Beat Street?
Nothing's bigger than Beat Street.
More people know about Breaking than they do Beat Street.
A stranger in a strange world, a world full of mystery.
Yes, exactly. But I'm gonna say Beat Street was more. It was more.
Have you seen either of these movies?
Yes.
She probably too young to be talking about it though. It's there.
Which one?
I've seen both of them.
I can't hear you. You have to speak up. Both.
I've seen Breaking 1 and 2. And I've seen Beat Street. I just can't quote them or tell you anything about them or give you any influence on this conversation. So I'm gonna eat my chips.
No doubt. Have you ever seen Rappin' John Hood?
Oh my fucking goodness. Rappin' John Hood, you never seen Rappin' John Hood? I told you once and I told you twice. Next time I ain't gonna be so nice.
So that was the movie that came out. Mario Van Peebles was trying to cash in on the hip hop craze, and he put out a movie called Rappin' Hood, and he plays Rappin' John Hood in the movie, and the whole movie he raps for no reason.
Saving people, rapping and shit. Oh, you about to kill yourself? Don't kill yourself.
What?
Was he the first Black superhero?
That nigga was the first street poet.
Yo,
David.
yo, you remember that? Yo, Cobra, you remember that show Sunny Spoons?
Yes.
You remember when that had the rapping episode?
Yes. Yes. And he, which one? He said, oh, you like Run DMC? Put on the hat. Oh, I remember that shit. I was like, okay, what the fuck is this?
My homeboy Sunny Spoons.
Yo, oh man.
Oh boy.
But yeah, man.
So the funny shit is when it breaks down generationally, it seems as if we were a part of this generation. We were not a part of this generation. We were 5, 6, 7-year-olds when this stuff was happening. You know what I'm saying? We weren't in this generation. We just could sit back and watch it as it was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have influence on it. But
even with B Street, when I compared the two, B Street was more for the streets and it was more truer to the streets as far as what hip hop and everything like that, as far as that element, compared to Breaking. Breaking was more of this glorified look on dancing, with some sprinkles of hood element, but they had the. I'm saying, but what? They had the. Huh?
I said, and I'm a dancer.
No doubt, you're a dancer. Whatever the fuck that means.
Me personally,
I felt like I was gone for a while.
You know I be dancing, right?
I dance. I do the dance. Yeah. Stupid. But yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to R.I.P. though. Shabadoo, Ozone.
Word. R.I.P.
Yeah. Another. So we lost another iconic legend. For me, Joe Clark. People don't know who Joe Clark is. Joe Clark is the principal that took over Eastside High in New Jersey and actually took it from the ground up when it was bad. It was like there was a lost cause in that school. He basically came in, cleaned everything up, the crime, and he just turned it all around and made it into a great school. There's a movie based on it, Lean on Me, played by Morgan Freeman, who played Joe Clark.
And the thing that was cool about Lean on Me is when I was a kid, I was told that all that was in St. Louis. And when I was a kid, I was in St. Louis. So I'm watching the movie trying to see if I can spot spots and shit. So yeah. that really made it cool for me. That movie was I don't know much about Joe Clark, or Mr. Clark as they called him. But I know that movie was monumental and it was huge. And it was the first time like you saw Black men in those positions, like him and Robert Guillaume's character. Because as a kid, I had Black teachers. In St. Louis, you had Black teachers, but they were all female. And then even going further, there was no Black men on faculty for school when I was in elementary school. I didn't see one.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
First Black that was middle school, and he light. I'm saying he was light skinned.
Light skinned. Mr. Love.
Mr. Love.
Yeah, and he was a kid. Yo, he was young. He was in his 20s.
Young, yeah.
Man? So for seeing that on screen as a little kid, I remember for me it seemed more powerful to see a Black guy there.
Me watching that movie, it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of me thinking that hearing the rumors at the time as a kid, for East Middle and North High and all those other places, having older cousins and family members saying, "Oh my God, yo, that school got drugs in it." People be going, people be getting into fights and jumped and shit. And this was around the time Lean on Me came out, and around the time when I think it was Jermaine Johnson, rest in peace, he got stabbed at South High. I believe this was around the time when he got stabbed and was killed in high school.
You know what was fucked up about that, bro?
What?
When I was in middle school, they used to say to us, "Oh, you want to go to South and get stabbed?" Like they used to say that shit to us.
Yeah, and so that used to scare the shit out of me, like seeing that, and I was like, damn, I don't ever want to go to, middle school where it's ain't high school, because I'm thinking it's gonna be like that, and hearing so many different rumors and stories of things really happening and everything. So I was like, damn. But when we finally got to middle school, whatever, it wasn't like that. But yeah, man. But Lead on Me, great movie. I think that was Morgan Freeman's breakout role, right?
Yeah. I think that came after. I think that came before Glory. I think he did that, and then he did Glory. I think Glory came after.
Yeah, Glory came after. Well,
but yeah, he was 175 when he did that movie.
Yeah, nigga, I thought he was like 120.
Nope, he was 175 when he did that movie.
And we like, music a Harley Reid. They got some motherfucking lines on that shit, some quotes. It's like, don't you smoke crack, huh?
I said that's a classic.
Yeah, big time classic. You know what shit's a classic when they take certain scenes and make it into skits, because they made the skit on Living Color with Joe Clark and shit. I forgot what the skit was, but that's when you know the movie's a big deal and it made it. When motherfuckers skit your shit the fuck out. But yeah, he was on. The real Joe Clark was actually on the scene of was on the episode of 227.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he had the bat, and he had the bullhorn. And I remember they was like, when he came on, they started clapping, and I was watching it with my dad, and I was like, yo, who's that? And then he was, oh, that's Joe Clark, the principal. I was like, that's not Morgan Freeman. I'm like, that's, he don't look like that. He goes, no, that's the guy who was playing. And I was just like, yeah, but he don't look nothing like Morgan Freeman. Like, clean that out my head, like, nigga, he was just playing a fucking character. And I was like, oh, that's the guy who saved the fucking school? And I was just like, damn. But yo, it's funny. Speaking of that, there was one time my mom was thinking about moving to New Jersey, back around a little bit before the 10th grade. She was contemplating moving to Jersey. We'd have been moving to Paterson, New Jersey. Paterson, New Jersey, the area we was moving to, that was the fucking school I would have to go to in high school.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
You gonna send me to school with them niggas?
I almost moved to Paterson.
They threw a toilet out of the window.
Yeah. And yeah, I remember that part, right? I remember the part when they threw the toilet paper, when they threw the toilet out the window, and I remember you telling me how your uncle was watching that and was like, look at these idiots, these motherfuckers are stupid.
Yo, my uncle said, niggas are stupid. And he walked away from the TV. I started crying, bro.
Yeah. And then I look, and then the funny thing is, right, when this is like this week, I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, why the fuck did they do that? I was like, yo, I thought about that shit a couple of days ago, like, really, like, why did they do that and give each other? But then I'm thinking, like, these motherfuckers were kids. Kids do dumb shit. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Niggas just threw the toilet out the window, like, fuck it.
Yeah, and gave each other 5. And I was just like, why the fuck would they do that? But then I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers is kids. So they're doing stupid kid shit. But yeah, man, the way they depicted that, the detail on that was a little brutal, and it scared the fuck out of me as a kid. I did see that shit at the downtown cinema. Yeah, to me, it was a fucking horror movie. That's what it was for me. It was a fucking horror movie. It scared the shit out of me. But
it was a good movie.
It was good. No, it was a good movie. There's definitely a good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely appreciate it more, but that shit scared the fuck out of me. And I was like, nigga snuck back into them, nigga snuck back into the school and beat the shit out of Kid Ray. Yo, scared the fuck out of me. I was like, yo, what?
Guys beat up Kid Ray.
I was like, yo, this Kid Ray, nicest guy. I was like, yo, this is a nice kid. He wears a fucking suit to school, and this freaking scary ass dude who sells drugs to people just trying to kill him. For what?
Yo, the craziest line in that movie was when he asked Sam's if he smokes crack. I was like, who says that?
And the funny, the crazy thing is, I didn't realize, like at the time watching it as a kid, I'm like, okay, it's whatever. But when you think about that, the nigga was only like 13 years old.
Yo, when I was a kid, I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me this little kid is smoking crack?
Yeah.
And he's not dead? Like, I was like, why isn't he dead? Like,
I was like, yo, but why would he do that? He's a kid. Like, don't you know kids aren't supposed to do drugs? Like, it's
just
just
a
crazy.
kid.
I was like, yo, nigga's only 13, he smokes crack. And I remember at that time, they was making this big thing, yo, crack this, crack that, crack kills. And I'm just looking at him like, yo, I never seen him the same. I was like, oh, that's the nigga that smokes crack. That's the little kid that smokes crack. That's a show. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was a stain on him. He had a crack stain on him.
Crack leaf stains?
Hey. Crack leaf stain. Oh shit.
I don't know.
You don't know.
But that shit make niggas do whatever that shit make motherfuckers do all kinds of crazy shit. The nigga on crack, a nigga try to sell you anything. I remember time a nigga try to sell me a fucking lamp. Just a big tall fucking lamp. He said, yo, it's a good lamp. I was like, nigga, like, for what are you trying to sell it for?
Lamps go bad though.
Yo, the big ass $20 lamps that you have to screw. Yo, this long ass one. This nigga walking around with a 6-foot pole, walking around, running to niggas like, yo, check it out.
No. This motherfucker came to my house at 2 a.m. trying to sell me a pair of jeans. A pair of size 24 jeans.
Okay. I would have more if he had your size.
That ain't shit. I had, on 2 different occasions, I had the same nigga one time try to sell me a motherfucking plunger. All right? Motherfucking plunger. And another time, a motherfucker tried to sell me a phone book. A Yellow Pages fucking phone book. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yes.
Oh, shit. All right, you win.
On Main Street. Every time I go to fucking at the time it was Santiago's when I was working at CHL and shit, I go to I'm sorry, Compares and get the Spanish food and shit like that. Nigga, 2 different occasions, nigga try to sell me the plunger, then nigga try to sell me a free phone book.
Yo, all right. So do you remember my Mecca shirt? It said Mecca and it had the soccer ball on it. Do you remember that shirt?
Yeah.
I bought that shirt from a cutty, and this motherfucker, it was wintertime, and I swear, if I'm lying, I'd be stricken dead. This nigga had frozen snot on his nose. Frozen snot. It was a snot sickle hanging from his nose. How did that happen?
Listen to the word.
Bro, it was frozen and hanging there.
And you bought a shirt off him with frozen snot.
Back in the day, those Mecca shirts were like $30. He sold it to me for $15. I was like, word.
Yeah.
You probably put his nose on it too.
It was still folded. It had the tag on it.
I came across some of the craziest deals. I was just like, okay, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm like, whatever. I mean, just the area that we was in and stuff like that. It's just like, you just meet certain people. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, also, another thing, right? Not to come back and have some old shit, but Coming to America, do you know that Prince Hakeem's baby's mom is played by Leslie Jones?
In the new one, yeah.
I don't like that.
Maybe she's one of the royal bathers.
No, she's the illegitimate kid that he had, or I'm saying whatever. That's his mom.
But that makes sense. That makes sense because they were in the club. They met all those ugly, bad, proteges.
Yeah, like where did he bone this girl?
Well, I mean, they used. They was going out.
A lot of niggas' baby moms look like Leslie. So it's very fucking believable. Okay, moving on.
Nah,
a lot of niggas' baby moms look like that.
He's right.
Nah, Now, but the thing you gotta understand is that niggas didn't have money, especially a lot of these rappers. They always say you can tell who a rapper is by what his first baby mom looks like. You can tell what kind of nigga he is. And sometimes the baby mom say their first baby mom looked like Biggie, and then their second baby's mom looked like fucking yeah. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, but yeah, but it's like they had money. You know what I'm saying they had money. But that's right. They were not that poor.
He was poor, and he came off as I'm a poor man.
That's
so
right.
No, yes, that's his baby mom. That's the funny shit.
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. That his baby mom is mad ratchet and beat up looking.
I don't know.
Like everybody else's baby mom.
I don't know. They could use Tiffany Haddish or something like that. Something.
I don't know. Leslie Jones is funnier.
Yeah.
Or nah. She's too young looking.
Who?
The girl who's supposed to be Tiffany Haddish, but Tiffany Haddish came on the scene and basically got her out of there. You know what girl I'm talking about? The girl on oh man, what's that movie with Vince Vaughn and Faison?
Oh, that girl.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know her name, but she's bad.
She's in the Back Jesus skit.
She's bad. I know that.
The one from okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't think.
She was in Couples Retreat, and she was in Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
She played Puffy's wife in Get Him to the Greek.
She's also on Black Jesus. She's on Black.
Nah, but I feel like Tiffany Haddish replaced old girl from the Steve Harvey, the assistant. What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. That's like 15 years ago. I don't know if she replaced her.
I get what you're saying. She was basically Tiffany.
It's like hers. Like I watched some old shit recently when I was like laying down with COVID, but her whole like gimmick is Tiffany Haddish. I'm like, damn, literally, Tiffany Haddish just did it better.
Yeah, nah, she was not. No. I get exactly what you're saying. She was Tiffany Haddish before Tiffany Haddish. I get what you're saying. And the girl I'm talking about now, the young chick, I forgot her name, but that was basically her lane. And then Tiffany Haddish came and they was like, oh, okay. Because they want to put you here. But the other girl, she could act. I'm saying, I think she could act better. But yeah. But yeah, you know. But shout out to Tiffany Haddish though, paving these ways, putting on people, which is dope. But yeah, I think that's about it.
I think we covered. Yeah, we did good.
Any up?
I'm gonna do a vision board party. I'm gonna invite you guys too. It's gonna be like a Zoom thing at the end of the month.
I'm not doing no voodoo.
No, vision boards. Everyone's gonna do their own. Where we at?
Me and my wife was talking about that.
A vision board?
Yeah. Yep. But they're helpful because I remember I was reading something, basically, psychologically, it's better to write down your goals or things that you're trying to accomplish instead of trying to keep them in your head, because things that you see and as you write down, you're more mindful of it and it helps you focus on it more compared to keeping it in your head. You know, it was something like that. But yeah, they say that's why writing down a list, a shopping list, or something like any type of list, anything that you're trying to get, whatever, write it down. Because if keeping it in your head, you're always going to forget something, or you're not going to be as mindful as you are looking at it, you know. So yeah, his vision board helped. What happened?
With everything you do.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, nah, definitely. You know.
All right, let's wrap this up. I gotta get on a little call. Bye.
All right, Joe. I go by the name of Cobra Kai. Done.
And it's Deep Mobile across the global.
and it's, the one with the unstable internet. We're out. Bye.
All right, y'all.
And we walk